Hello students, I am Dr. Rahul Mene and today we are going to discuss on the topic structure of sentences, which comprises of simple, complex and compound sentences. So we can identify this sentence type as first one is simple, second one is compound and the third one is complex. So the basic element of every sentence is comprises of subject and predicate. We all know that. So if we take an example of this, the basic element subject is written over predicate. So the example will be in the manner Serena plays tennis. Okay, you can very easily understand from this slide. So in a simple sentence, which can be also defined as a simple sentence has one subject and one predicate. So we can observe how a simple sentence is constructed. The example is given below. We went to Raipur yesterday. So if we analyze this sentence, it will be very easy to distinguish this from this slide. We went to Raipur has been categorized as pronoun, verb, prepositional phrase and a simple subject and a complete predicate. So you can very easily understand we went to Raipur. So one subject and one predicate, again the subject and predicate is divided. Serena plays tennis. If we join together the compound subject, now the aspect has changed. John and Serena play tennis. Now the compound subject where John and Serena combine together, they play tennis and swim. So compound predicate. Now the simple sentence with compound subject looks like John and Serena play tennis. Now the simple sentence with compound subject and compound predicate, as we have seen in the previous slides, John and Serena play tennis and swim. So now look at the another one. The second one is the compound sentence. We can understand a compound sentence which is having a more than one part that can stand alone. That means the independent clauses, as the independent clauses are connected by the coordinating conjunction and the conjunctive adverbs or a semicolon. So it has been divided, the independent clauses has been divided into three parts: coordinating conjunctions, the conjunctive adverbs or a semicolon. Now we can look into it. Uh, the example of the compound sentence can be seen. We went to Goa, comma, and most of us danced all night. So a compound sentence can be understood with this slide. A subject, verb, a prepositional phrase. Similarly, we went to Goa. You can very easily understand from this slide the coordinating conjunction. Now this part is very important, and you are joining two parts, the subject and the predicate, and most of us, again the subject danced all night, the modifying phrase. So both the sentences are connected with this coordinating conjunction and. Now by using the coordinating conjunction and subject and predicate same way, so John swims and Serena plays tennis. It has been categorized into two separate parts. So in a compound sentence where the coordinating conjunction, we are using these words like for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. So compound sentence stands in this manner: John swims, comma, and Serena plays tennis. So two clauses, both are independent. John swims and Serena plays tennis. So both the clauses are independent in nature. So this slide you can understand it more comfortably. John swims, comma, and Serena plays tennis. So comma before and is very important in a compound sentence. So you have to look in this pattern, that a comma before and in a compound sentence is very important. So the conjunctive adverbs. Now after the second part of the compound sentence comprises of the conjunctive adverbs, which is having moreover, however, otherwise and therefore. These are the words we are using for conjunctive adverbs. So we can take this in an example. Mukesh is handsome, semicolon, moreover he is rich. So both the clauses, clause 1 and clause 2, Mukesh is handsome is clause 1 and the clause 2 is he is rich. So both are independent. If you read it individually, it is they are the independent clauses. So Mukesh is handsome, semicolon, moreover he is rich. So we have to note here the semicolon before a conjunctive adverb and a comma after a conjunctive adverb. Now this is very important in a conjunctive adverb pattern in compound sentence. So we can call it, the conjunctive adverbs are sometimes, we can also call it as a floating adverbs, because they can be positioned in a sentence at the beginning also, in the middle or at the end of the clause. We can very easily understand from this example. The same sentence has been taken. Mukesh is handsome, moreover he is rich. So the conjunctive adverb is placed at the beginning, in the middle and at the end. So a semicolon really plays a very vital role. According to Little Brown, I quote, if the relation between the ideas expressed in the main clauses is very close and obvious without a conjunction, you can separate the clauses with a semicolon. I unquote. So in a compound sentence, when we use semicolon, the sentence will comes before you in this manner. John has benefited from his exercise schedule. Now the semicolon has put in, and he is slim and energetic. So both the part is very important. So now look at the third section and the last one, the complex sentence. So a complex sentence has at least two parts, one that can stand alone and another one that cannot stand on its own. So the part that cannot stand alone or cannot stand on its own is linked to the rest of the sentence by a subordinating conjunction. Now we have moved to a subordinating conjunction from a coordinating one. We have used coordinating conjunction in the compound sentence, but in a complex sentence we have to use it as a subordinating conjunction. Now what we are subordinating? Subordinating means we are assisting, we are helping. So in a complex sentence, the sentence looks like, since my cousin and I wanted to have fun, comma, we went to mall yesterday. So this is an example of a complex sentence. Now this slides gives you a better picture. Since we wanted to have fun, it is the part that cannot stand alone. Okay, because when we say only this part, since we wanted to have fun, it looks like an incomplete one. But by adding the subordinating, since this is the subordinating part, subordinating conjunction, when it is connected with the subject and predicate, we went to mall yesterday, then only it will complete. Okay. So a complex sentence is having subject predicate connected with the even though. So now the sentence stands in this manner. Bob is popular even though he is ugly. So a complex sentence having the n number of subordinating conjunctions, which is visible in your slide, and the most common subordinating conjunctions are after, although, as, because, before, how, if, once, since, than, that, though, till, until, when, where, whether, and why. So Bob is popular even though he is ugly. So both the clauses role have changed. Now one is clause 1 is independent, but the clause 2 is dependent, followed by that subordinating conjunction even though. That's why the sentence looks like Bob is popular even though he is ugly. So clause 2 is dependent. Now we can start it with the at the beginning. Even though Bob is ugly, he is popular. Now the clause 1 has changed to dependent and clause 2 has now shifted to independent clause. Okay, now these are some of the exercise that you can distinguish it in the form of a sentences: simple, complex, and compound. So these are the some of the exercises. Although you have to practice a lot of exercises, so these are the sentences, and the answers of these are simple, compound, complex, and again simple. So these are again some of the sentences, uh, and all these references I have taken from this word. Okay, thank you.